Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome back to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Ayers, and you're listening to episode 112, Friday Fundamentals. Well, hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Today, I have a favor to ask of you. If you would, when you get the chance, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. By doing so, you'll help the show reach a larger audience, which in turn provides more feedback for me, helping make the show that much better for all of us. So please, if you haven't yet, go over and leave a rating and review. Well, with that, let's jump into this week's Friday Fundamental. This week's Friday Fundamental is network your way to wealth. You see, the path to wealth is often not how we imagine it, or at least me anyways. If I had to envision a metaphor for my path to success, it would look something like me climbing a mountain, clawing and climbing the whole way up, with no help. But the more accurate and realistic metaphor would look like telling everyone you know about your upcoming climb, only to realize your buddy Joe has an uncle who was college roommates with a helicopter pilot, and he would love to put you two in touch. It turns out you and the helicopter pilot share a lot in common, and he would be glad to fly you to the top of that mountain. Now, to put this in simpler terms, your path to success is often not a straight one, and you almost never succeed alone. It's said your network determines your net worth. Some people are naturals at networking, building relationships and connecting with other people. Others, not so much. To these types of people, having to talk to others, socialize, and build relationships can be a dread. There are many types of people who fall into this category. Many engineers, doctors, and accountants tend to have weaker people skills, whereas nurses, psychologists, teachers, lawyers, and salespeople tend to be more comfortable in social settings. Chances are you could benefit from building deeper and more meaningful connections, growing your network, therefore growing your net worth. So let's look at how you can build and grow your network. First, it's important to understand that building relationships doesn't mean handing everyone you come across a business card. That's a piece of paper, not a relationship. It's even more important to realize that no one woke up this morning with the thought to go out of their way to help you. But you should have this exact mentality. Don't lead with your wants. Rather, lead with value to others. This is the best way to start and build a relationship. To build your network, you must first identify who should make up that network. You can do this by looking at people who are currently doing what it is you want to. Seek out people who have succeeded at what you want to accomplish. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." So make sure you are surrounding yourself with the right people. Find ways to help other people. By leading with value, you're much more likely to build meaningful relationships. This could be anything from working for someone to gain experience to introducing people to each other. Remember your buddy Joe whose dad knew that helicopter pilot? Peter Diamandis said, "The best way to become a billionaire is to help a billion people." Now, there are pitfalls to avoid when building your network. You could build the wrong network of people who will not make you a better person. You want to be careful who you let into your circle. Unfortunately, not everyone is as ethical as you are and shares your morals. In today's age of the internet, it's easy to feel connected to many people through social media and other outlets. But just because you follow someone on social media doesn't mean that you have a relationship with that person. These are shallow and false networks. Don't trick yourself into thinking these networks will get you somewhere. With that, think about where it is you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Visualize what you want your life to look like. Then seek out people who have achieved the success you wish to and build relationships with those people. Build your network. Your net worth will follow. So get out there and network and build a life you've always dreamed of. That wraps up this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. I really hope you're getting value from these shows. If you like what you've heard, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. For more information, resources, and to connect with me, visit www.jacobayers.com. Till next time, signing off, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.